If you want to finally hear what my thoughts are on these two final body butters, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and I am finally giving you my thoughts on these two body butters. I'll call them body butters, not quite what they are, or this one at least. I had introduced these some time ago. I'll put the intro video here if you are curious to know what it is that I was doing. It is a follow-up to the Battle of the Brands body butter version that I had done, and I will put the outcome of that whole process. Over a dozen creams, both firming creams and body butters, and yeah, I'll put the video right here for you if you want to see my thoughts on so many products. But I came across two more thanks to a friend of mine, Chelsea, who gave me this one is the Coco Cabana. Now, very important to say, it is the Coco Cabana Moisture Magnet Oil in Water body cream. And as you will see, I finished it up. It took me over 3 uses to finish up this container, and still smells very strongly of it. And she also gave me this Tiberriver body butter, and I'm super excited about this for a couple of reasons. It's a raw body butter. There are no fragrances in, can you see it? There we go. There are no fragrances in it whatsoever, so it's great for sensitive skin. And I have not finished it, but I've used quite a bit of it. Hopefully, despite it being white, you'll be able to see it on camera. So I've used quite a bit of it. It's a 2 ounce, 60 ml. I think I've used about half. Yeah, I'd say about half, if not a little bit more. And as a matter of fact, I used it just recently with another body butter that was in that Battle of the Brands and mixed it together. And what I like about this is some body butters are quite fragrant. This one has no fragrance, and it's nice to mix them together so that the overall experience of the body butter is not quite so pungent. It's not so aggressive of a scent, especially if you're going into an area where people may be sensitive to smells. By cutting down your body butter with an unscented body butter, you can both make the likely more expensive body butter last longer, or at least be able to wear it in more situations. So yeah, I very, very much like it. Now let's just keep going with this one. It is a very, very thick consistency. It makes me think of almost like coconut oil. If you've used coconut oil, it's very thick at room temperature. And it takes a while to absorb into the skin. I'm still working it here, but boy, does it moisturize all through the day. It is very potent as a body butter, and I have no doubt that I will end up purchasing some Tiberriver product. And apparently they have a ton of different scents if you are not sensitive to scents. And apparently, according to this friend of mine, they are quite delicious. So I really appreciate this brand, and you can find out more about them through Tiberriver, so Tiber and then River, so 2 R's in the middle, .ca. And they happen to be from my home city of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So that's even more exciting for me. So A+. I put that body butter against any other body butter that I have used that was in that Battle of the Brands. It is that good. The next one is a little bit of an enigma. I love my Boom Boom cream. I have a big tub of it. Let me show you if it's not too hard to get. Well, here's one of them. So here's the Boom Boom cream. It is the original, the one that is most sought after, and there's a reason. It smells divine, and it applies beautifully on the body. It's also supposed to be a tightening cream. I just really use it as a body butter. Well, Sol de Janeiro, which is the company behind the Boom Boom cream also released a few other creams, but this one is the Coco Cabana, and it is different from the Boom Boom cream. The Boom Boom cream is identified as a fast-absorbing body cream that helps tighten and smooth like no other. I don't know about the claims, but it is fast-absorbing body cream. This one is the Coco Cabana, like I said, and it's described as a moisture magnet oil-in-water body cream. And the consistency of this is very different from the Boom Boom cream. It is kind of a murky, clear, white gel, basically, is what it looks like, whereas the Boom Boom cream is the typical, in that case, off-white. I'll show you. Off-white and texture, if I can open it. So this is what it looks like. So to me, this is more typical of what a body butter would look like. So it's a well, yellowish beige. I did dump an older one in here, but look at the top there. It's a beige color cream. And usually a body butter will be some sort of a light color, either its natural color of whitish beige or slightly different like this one. Why do I bring this up is because if you have this one and you're expecting the same consistency with the Coco Cabana, that is not what you're going to get. Further, a body butter that has this kind of consistency mixes well with another body butter. So for example, I have no doubt I can put these two together and have no problem. I was very surprised when I tried to cut down the scent of this Coco Cabana with the Tiberriver. They did not play well together. It is the first time that I've ever used a body butter type product with another that made it pill. You heard it right. I ended up having actually more than little, half piece size balls of this Coco Cabana that almost like it curdled with the Tiberriver. And I know for a fact, and I'll do it right now, that the Tiberriver will not curdle with the Boom Boom cream. Let's do it right now. It was the weirdest thing, and I did it once, and then I also did it a second time the next time I took a bath, just to make sure that I wasn't crazy. And yeah, it happened both times, and the pilling just was falling to the floor, and it was a big mess, and I'm just happy I didn't have carpet where I was doing that. Okay, let's take some of the Boom Boom cream, put it on the back of my hand, close the jar so I don't make a mess. And I'm going to go into Tiberriver and again take a little bit onto my hand. I'm probably going to end up having an armful of body butter, and that's just fine. So there are my two right there. And I'm just going to go through. Now I wish I had more of the Coco Cabana left to show you the pilling, but I don't. So I'm just going to use these two body butters that I'm mixing. I'm just blending it on my arm here. And I think, as you will see, there is no pilling, there's nothing. It is absorbing right into my skin, and it is smelling divine. So I hadn't used these two together, but again, with the consistency, I did expect them to play nice, and they indeed do. It is a cautionary tale because the Coco Cabana Moisture in Oil Cream is extremely pungent, just as is the Boom Boom cream. Now, the Boom Boom cream, most people seem to appreciate the smell. It is really, really nice. It feels like you were just out on the beach for hours and coming back refreshed and tanned and glowy and all that stuff. It gives you the smell, the scent, I should say, gives you that feeling. It is a very nice and approachable fragrance as far as I'm concerned. Now, it's not a pretty fragrance, but I would definitely say it is a sexy fragrance. Now for this one. It also has a beachy fragrance. There's a definite coconut undertone to it, but the problem is, the moment you hear that a lot of folks feel like this smells like buttered popcorn, you can't get that smell out of your mind. It definitely does smell like buttered popcorn, and a lot of folks find this scent off-putting. And that's why I was excited to take this, a little bit of this, mix it with the Tiberriver, the unscented body butter, and be able to have some of this scent, but not have a scent that is off-putting to other folks that would be around me. And even cut a certain amount, it was still pretty potent. But when I ended up using the rest of this container on its own, because I couldn't really mix it with another body butter, I was told that it was too strong of a smell. So that, you know, when somebody notices your body butter 6 feet away, you'd better hope that it's a pleasant one and that it is one that would be near universally appealing for anyone that is not sensitive to fragrance. For those sensitive to fragrance, you can pretty much wear anything and it's going to trigger something. So, I mean, we obviously have to be careful with the folks we work with, interact with, if somebody is sensitive to scents, because it is their own personal hell with nausea and migraines and headaches and general unwellness. So I feel for anyone who is sensitive to fragrances. So would I purchase this one? Unfortunately not. Would I use another little tub of this for maybe vacation or something? Sure. I enjoyed it personally in limited amounts, but I don't think that I could use this because I would need to use it on its own or find another oil, what's it called? Oil and water cream to mix with to just cut it if I could find an unscented one, but that's just too much effort for me. I don't think that this cream is worth it, especially since Sol de Janeiro blew it out of the park with their Boom Boom cream. So I will be sticking with the original, and that's perfectly fine by me. And out of the 2 additional body butters that I tried, I do have a new favorite, and I have a feeling that I will be trying a number of the other scents from Tiberriver. That's it. I feel like I had a lot to talk about for 2 body butters, but again, it was a number of revelations from the Coco Cabana cream that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you watching. I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.